Hallo, Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zurück bei LA Noire. Ich bin euer Prinks und wir sind gerade beim Untersuchen des Hauses der Henrys, wo ja die Frau tot aufgefunden wurde. Und da ist noch ein Zettel am Kühlschrank. Wenn du wieder nüchtern bist, findest du mich in Apartment 2, Huntley Drive, bla bla bla. Jacob.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Also Damenschuhe haben wir gerade noch gefunden. Die Nachbarn wollte ich befragen. Und schauen wir mal, ob wir da eine Nachbarin finden. Ah, da steht tatsächlich jemand. Vielleicht weiß sie ja was.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD, are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking, and she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving, but she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Ja, es ist nicht leicht zu hören, wenn die Nachbarn ermordet wurden. Okay, wir haben...
Jacob has to say for himself.
Genau.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Wir haben die Adresse von Jacob. Wir werden schauen, was er dazu zu sagen hat.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hats off her back for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Also die beiden sind sich auch nicht ganz sicher, in welche Richtung sich das jetzt entwickeln wird. Persönlich muss ich gestehen, glaube ich nicht unbedingt, dass es der Mann war. Möglich natürlich ist es, aber ich glaube es ganz einfach nicht. Das wäre mir etwas zu offensichtlich. So, fahre ich denn jetzt am blödesten hin? Und hier sind wir jetzt bei dem mit gezückter Waffe, na super.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Also die Reaktion wirkt jetzt nicht unbedingt wie die Reaktion eines Mörders.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Ah, okay, da können wir den Durchdruck versuchen herauszubekommen. Der Internetverlauf der 40er Jahre. Danke für das Angebot, Sie müssten etwas wegen meiner Frau unternehmen.
Problem there is what to do about the old lady.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Das ist doch schon mal ein Indiz. Vielleicht hätte doch was damit zu tun. Ich hätte es jetzt eher nicht gedacht. Es weist auch nicht unbedingt auf einen Mord hin. Aber noch was? Ein Baseballschläger.
Nope.
Aber ohne Blutspuren anscheinend. Und da haben wir Herrenschuhe. Größe 11.
Size 11s.
Also 45. Der Mörder hat aber Abdrücke 41 hinterlassen. Spricht wieder gegen ihn, weil 4 Schuhgrößen sind schon ordentlich. Sonst sehe ich erstmal nichts Verdächtiges oder Auffälliges.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Du weißt es schon, weil du wurdest angerufen.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Doch, du weißt es, weil... Ja, weil nämlich McCall gesagt hat, dass er mehrfach Handy angerufen hat.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Naja, das ist auch das, was die Dame gesagt hat, also glaube ich Ihnen das auch mal.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive? Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Das ist nicht ganz richtig, denn wir haben ja gerade diese...
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
Genau, war die Nachricht.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Denn wir haben ja hier diese Notiz gefunden.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Okay.
Ja.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Ich weiß nicht, ob er wirklich der Täter ist. Es ist... weiß nicht. 50-50.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc.
Operator, give me R&I.
Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Okay. Aber wenn es ein Sexualmörder ist, glaube ich immer noch nicht, dass es, also glaube ich jetzt auch weniger, dass es der Mann was damit zu tun hat. Weil er kann zwar seine Frau umbringen oder was damit zu tun haben, aber macht nicht wirklich Sinn, ihn sie dann auch sexuell zu missbrauchen, weil, weiß nicht, spricht nicht unbedingt für einen Ehemann.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Und dann mal ab zum nächsten Einsatzort. Und dann werden wir mal schauen, was nein, Blödsinn, zum Zentralrevier fahren wir erst einmal. Aber ich möchte gerne den Heinz hier erst einmal befragen. Außerdem hat der Captain gesagt, dass wir ja sofort hinkommen sollen. Das wird er ja nicht ohne Grund gemacht haben. So, jetzt wollte ich dann die Abkürzung nehmen und werde von den Damen noch ein bisschen länger aufgehalten. So, schauen wir mal, was im Polizeizentralrevier so abgeht.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Ja, schauen wir mal. Ich glaube aber auch nicht, dass er es war.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools.
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
Das ist eine Lüge, denn er wurde angerufen.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No, 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 no.
And then you stomped her.
No.
You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
Junge, beruhig dich.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
Er hat kein vernünftiges Alibi, wie gesagt, weil er einfach nicht abgehoben hat.
The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird, but she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. That's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Ich glaube nicht, dass er es war.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Doch, weil wir haben die Aussage von der Nachbarin.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Wo haben wir es denn? Eheprobleme? Ja, genau.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her, all right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
Stimmt.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. Well, in that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Na dann.
Isn't he the cop that won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Wohin jetzt? Ach so, Mendez, genau. Mendez, heißt du so? Genau, Mendez Apartment. Jetzt weiß ich gar nicht mehr, wer das eigentlich war, muss ich gestehen. Ich weiß nur, dass Mendes auf den Zettel gestand. Aber das scheint unser Hauptverdächtiger zu sein. Zumindest finde ich bisher, dass nichts wirklich also nichts ist vielleicht ein bisschen untertrieben, aber das zumindest... Ich glaube nicht, dass es der Ehemann war, persönlich. Er ist zwar sehr naiv und etwas plump, aber ich glaube, er ist ein relativ ehrlicher Mann.
Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in right here.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Ja, ist auch ein Plan. Auch eine Möglichkeit. So, Mendes Apartment. Na, dann schauen wir mal. Wir wissen gar nicht, welche Hausnummer, oder? Aber das wird doch sicher hier dran stehen. Mendes, Nummer 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Na, dann mal los zum Apartment 16. Apartment 16, ganz oben, 4. Stock. So kann man zumindest nicht dran vorbeilaufen. So.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
Nummer 16.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Und wir werden Mendes Wohnung jetzt auch untersuchen, ob wir was finden. Allerdings erst im nächsten Video. Ich danke bis dahin fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.
In the air, spin around like Kreuzverhör. Slip me 5 if we can jive. That's Geraldine's routine. Lift those puppies off the ground. Swing those hips, shake them down. It's rag, it's snazzy jazz. It's Geraldine's routine.